3, 2, 1, go! Hey guys, my name is Josh Grupa, and this is episode 4 of Just One Cup, the series where I drink a cup of coffee and record a short devotional video to give you a little dose of God in your busy week. My precious. This week I'm going to talk about Isaiah 58 verses 1 through 9. Let's take a look at the first 5 verses. Shout with the voice of a trumpet blast. Shout aloud, do not be timid. Tell my people Israel of their sins. Yet they act so pious. They come to the temple every day and seem delighted to learn all about me. They act like a religious nation that would never abandon the laws of its God. They ask me to take action on their behalf, pretending they want to be near me. We have fasted before you, they say. Why are you not impressed? We have been very hard on ourselves and you don't even notice it. I will tell you why, I respond. It's because you are fasting to please yourselves. Even while you fast, you keep oppressing your workers. What good is fasting when you keep on fighting and quarreling? This kind of fasting will never get you anywhere with me. You humble yourselves by going through the motions of penance, bowing your heads like reeds bending in the wind, and dressing in burlap and covering yourselves in ashes. Is this what you call fasting? Do you really think this will please the Lord? This is God speaking through the prophet Isaiah, and it's pretty easy to pick up that God isn't too happy. In fact, he's pretty ticked off. Why is he even mad at them? The Israelites are acting very righteous and pious, but in all honesty, they're just acting like this to get something out of it. There's something missing in God's eyes. All this fasting and penance isn't coming from the heart. Their purpose for doing all this is corrupt and not at all why God wants them to do it in the first place. I personally struggled with this for a long time, and I'm sure lots of Christians have. We go through the motions of looking and sounding good and righteous so that God and other people will see how religious we really are. Look at me, I can sing all the songs with my eyes closed and my hands lifted. Well, that's nice, but if it's not coming from your heart, then it has no real value or meaning. So if this kind of fasting and praise doesn't please the Lord, then what does He want? This is the kind of fasting I want. Free those who are wrongly imprisoned. Lighten the burden of those who work for you. Let the oppressed go free and remove the chains that bind people. Share your food with the hungry and give shelter to the homeless. Give clothes to those who need them and do not hide from those who need your help. Man, God must really like the needy or something, because He's like always telling us to help them out. What's up with that? But seriously, we read stuff like this all throughout the Bible. Jesus Himself spent the majority of His time with beggars, sinners, the needy, so obviously they were pretty important to Him. And our job as Christians is to follow in His footsteps and help those who need it. Here's the problem with stuff like that. When we hear about being called to help somewhere, oftentimes we just think, okay, I'll donate my money to some African organization and that'll fill my helping quota. But this verse is saying that we need to help when it's possible for us and where an opportunity arises. It's not about helping just to say that we did it. As an example, we have an organization here in our city called Jesus Project. Now, the members of this organization live and work in the poor community here, teaching about Jesus and just living their daily lives with the people in this community. Next week, they're hosting a sponsorship run to raise money for a building project because they just can't fit enough people in the rooms on Sunday mornings. So our youth group said that we wanted to practice the teachings of Isaiah 58, so we signed up for the sponsorship run. We found 37 different people to sponsor our group who said they would give this or that amount of money for every lap that we run. So helping doesn't necessarily mean that you need to travel to some far-off land. If you look at the town you live in, I'm absolutely certain that you're going to find some people that need your help. And what happens if we do all this? Then your salvation will come like the dawn and your wounds will heal quickly. Your godliness will lead you forward and the glory of the Lord will protect you from behind. Then, when you call, the Lord will answer. Yes, I am here, he will quickly reply. Good deeds do not go unnoticed. If we go out there and do these things in God's name, then he won't turn a blind eye to it. He will say, yes, I am here for you. On top of that, it just feels awesome to help someone out. I remember once I bought a homeless dude some McDonald's, and the smile that he gave me when I handed him that burger that carried me through my day, knowing that I had helped someone. And I think that's what this verse means when it says that our godliness will lead us forward, that this joy from helping one another will just carry us. So my hope for you is that you don't just go through the motions of Christianity. Instead, do what we are called to do, and do it in God's name and from the heart. Well, that's it for this week's message and for my coffee. If you have questions, comments, or a topic for my next video, go ahead and send me a Facebook message or comment on my video. Thanks for watching, and remember, God can give you the strength to make a difference. Take care. Want to know how you can help me out? You want to help me out, right? Well, totally help me out. If you guys like my videos, it'd be a huge help if you share them with friends and family to get the word out there. All it takes is a Facebook post or an email. Thanks so much for your support.